I'm SONYA GOINS, and I'm in Maple Grove. The CCX News team is out every day in the northwest suburbs to bring you news from your community. Here's a look at today's top stories. And remember, you can find more information on our website, ccxmedia.org.
It is something that you grow up watching your parents do, and then as you get old, you get to watch your peers who are a little bit older than you get to vote, and to finally be a part of that, and to when someone asks you, did you vote, you get to enthusiastically say, yeah, I voted. It just feels really good. You finally feel like a full American citizen.
He was one of several hundred people who made their way to Maple Grove City Hall on Friday to cast their ballots on the first day of early voting. Election workers here say people were lined up when doors opened at 8 a.m. The city clerk says Maple Grove voters requested more than 16,000 absentee ballots so far, but they anticipate that a lot of those people will want to vote here rather than putting the ballots in the mail, so the city is trying to accommodate them as best they can. They have safety protocols in place, such as plexiglass barriers and sanitized pens, and the tables and voting booths are spaced out to maintain social distancing. Early voting will be available on site Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. through November 2nd.
This is definitely an exciting year. We thought it was going to be exciting simply for the fact that we had 3 elections this year and it was a presidential year, and now we've thrown a pandemic into the middle of it. So it has definitely been some extra work, but those of us that work in elections truly love the process. We love the people, we love the excitement, and so for us this is just kind of like Christmas. We really are enjoying it.
Meanwhile, the city has also borrowed this trailer here from the Maple Grove Fire Department, so anyone who received their absentee ballot by mail can drop it off here without having to go inside. For more information, you can go to our website at ccxmedia.org. In Maple Grove, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Even now with school starting, the real estate market is still staying very, very strong. And we also usually see an election slowdown too because of the uncertainty, and I have not seen that yet.
Even with a pandemic and an uncertain economy, home buyers remain in strong supply. There's just one problem.
Well, we do have buyers. We have plenty of buyers, but we don't have any houses for the buyers.
Realtor Michael Doyle says there are multiple factors at play for the lack of homes on the market. For starters, people are staying in their homes longer.
It used to be people moved every 7 years. We're just not seeing that anymore.
Then there's less home construction, caused in part by supply chain issues and soaring lumber prices.
Lumber prices have gone up 5 times since June.
It's led to pent-up demand fueled by one major factor in the buyer's favor. Interest rates are at an all-time low.
So that is great for the real estate market. And that is, I think, the reason why the first-time home buyers want to get into a home is they know these low interest rates aren't going to last forever.
And there's another thing Doyle is seeing. Fewer people are working in places like this. Instead of the office, people are choosing and needing to work from home, and that has buyers looking farther and farther out. Places like Maple Plain, Waverly, Annandale, and Buffalo are no longer considered too far away.
I'm seeing where you can buy a new construction house out a little bit further, probably for $100,000 less than an existing home in Maple Grove of the similar size.
The tight market also has led to multiple bids that often end up above asking price.
I've had clients that have been looking all spring, summer, now going into the fall that haven't been able to find a house just because of the lack of inventory.
Put all these factors together, and it adds up to one unusual fall selling season.
I've been doing real estate for 22 years now, and I've never seen this strong of a fall market. As long as the demand's there, we're going to keep working, and I think, September and possibly October are going to be great months for real estate.
Corey Bork, CCX News.
Inside the West Metro's largest indoor amusement park, kids are no longer just flying and climbing.
Portrait reading time. Independent.
Now they're learning.
It's a program that helps parents, obviously through all this, the hybrids and the online learning.
Paul KRAUSE, the general manager for Urban Air in Plymouth, says the amusement park has launched a new program called Learn and Fly.
That's perfect.
The program combines study time and activity for students in kindergarten through 5th grade.
Our teachers certify certified. She has a teaching certificate. She's actually a substitute teacher in the Twin Cities. The aides are various backgrounds, but usually teachers or teachers' aides or going to school for teaching.
KRAUSE says classrooms are held in the urban air party rooms, and they can hold up to 130 kids. Those kids are required to have a mask on during class while social distancing.
We take them for 2 days, 3 days, or the whole week to ease some of that stress on the family burdens right now.
TANJA KAISER says the program gives some structure and routine for families.
What are you going to do with your kid when you have to go to work or when you're trying to work from home and the kids are playing? So this gives parents an opportunity to drop the kids off.
She says students start their day with learning. Afterwards, they get an adventurous recess in the amusement park.
Kids are social beings. They need to be interactive, and having them sit in front of a screen for 8 hours is difficult enough.
In the afternoon, students take part in on-hands activities to get away from the screens.
Before we finish the day with a little bit more schoolwork, make sure all the homework is done, and get them a little bit more recess time before they get picked up.
And by the end of the day, staff hope the safe and thrilling program will allow parents to have an endless peace of mind. In Plymouth, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.
There are 5 games left in the regular season for the unbeaten Champlin Park girls soccer team. In this week's CCX Sports Spotlight, we meet a Rebels senior who's been a big part of the team's success over the past 2 seasons. She is one of the most dynamic scorers in the state this fall. Champlin Park soccer player Maillie Mathis has helped lead the Rebels to a 6-0 start to the season. Mathis shot away and scores! Mathis has netted 10 goals in the team's first 6 matches, after scoring 15 goals in 20 matches a year ago.
Scoring was one of my goals this year, to kind of score more, because it's been something that I struggle with. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to score a lot, but I think as a team we've been playing super well. We've kept control in the middle, like almost every game I would say, and our defense has done an awesome job at not allowing as many goals in.
Paige Kala and Megan Carlson are also strong offensive weapons for Champlin Park, so teams can't just focus on Maillie. Still, she does a lot of things well besides scoring.
Not only is she just great offensively, but she helps us with possession. She comes back to the ball. She works really hard off the ball. So she's kind of got all the tools that help us make a great offensive team. I think everybody notices, when she has the ball and she's running at people, because she's so quick and she's so elusive. But one of the things that she does best is come back to the ball and keep possession. So when we are having trouble getting the ball out, she's sometimes the only forward up top. And it's essential for her to be able to come back to the ball and win it and hold it for a couple seconds for us so our midfield can get out. And she does that really, really well for us.
Maillie's touch around the net is something she worked on in the off-season.
Especially not having a club season, me and my friends would go shoot around at Maple Grove. And that really helped me, I think, which is why I've been able to score so many goals so far this season, is just being able to work on my shot over the summer.
I think the maturity is a big thing, and the decisiveness, so she's been, I think, kind of looking to herself as that senior to go score the goal. So she's been kind of a little bit more, had a little bit more intent to go score goals rather than facilitate.
Part of her focus on offensive skills comes out of watching Women's World Cup soccer in 2018.
That's kind of when I really wanted to change my style of play in a way and kind of explode more off the ball. That's what I really picked up from that.
Champlin Park is coming off an historic season in the program's 27-year history.
Stop! She scores!
The Rebels won their first ever section title in girls soccer in 2019 and were unbeaten before losing their final 2 matches in the state tournament.
It was pretty fun. I wish we would have done better in state, but as it being our first year that the program has gotten to state, I think we did pretty well. And I think that hopefully we'll be back many more times and even go farther than 4th place.
Next year, Maillie heads south to attend college and continue her soccer career at Minnesota State Mankato.
A big part of it was the coaches. They're really amazing. They're super nice, you know. And the team, I got to meet a bunch of the players. They were just super cool. I felt like I had known them forever, even when I just met them for like 2 hours. And it just felt like it was the right place for me to be.
The high school regular season ends the week of October 5th, with hopes for some sort of postseason play to follow. In this COVID-19 world, Maillie Mathis and the Rebels just want to see this to the end.
With high school, you have a responsibility to kind of make sure you're not getting sick so you can continue to play. So it's definitely been weird and different, but I think that all of us have done a good job of kind of doing it for each other and kind of working hard so we're able to still have a season.
Maillie says she hasn't declared a major for college, but is interested in something in the biomedical field. The Rebels have matches against Osseo and Tutino Grace this week. For more stories like this, plus highlights and complete games from the fall sports season, please visit our website at ccxmedia.org. Thanks for watching. I'm John Jacobson. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.